Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hey, Kat, how's it going?
Bruce, it has been a good weekend, and I'm just getting excited for July to start, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It feels like height of summer. It's like, I don't know, it's just a nice time of year. So
Yeah, it is
warm,
beautiful.
sunny, and it was great. Like I got to just hang out in my backyard most of the weekend and just unwind and prepare for all the craziness that's going to happen in July with all the events going on. So I was just taking time for me, hang out in the hammock, have just have a soda pop and enjoy myself. Right.
Relax for a little bit.
Yeah, that was good. How about you and Junior? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was great. Go figure. I was at the port, of course. So we're doing.
You don't say.
The Bodacious Bazaar. I realized, I sat there and I went through it and I was going, holy Toledo. I was telling everybody, I think I got every weekend in a row here that I got to be at this port. I might as well set up a tent or something. My weekend getaway is at the port.
Roll up your RV.
Well, because coming up, we'll talk about it later, was the Slam and Salmon, the Sky High 4th of July. So that's a 3-day thing at the port. And then after that, I got another Bodacious Bazaar. Then I saw on the calendar, I do get one break right before the Bigfoot Blues. So
well, there you go.
I don't want to get spoiled,
You
You
get a breather.
I get a breather then. And I looked at that and I kind of was a little relieved, but I'm like going, I've been basically boom, boom, boom. So that's what it was. Had a great one. It was good. It was our first Bodacious and it went well. And so nice little turnout for the first one and everything. And Lacey Young came and she performed for us and everything. And a couple people showed up. John Candlin did. And it was kind of like a little open mic thing, And so a couple guys just popped in and started playing guitar and singing, and bring it, good stuff.
Absolutely.
So, and John did a few things. He's always good with his ukulele. So.
Oh, I love the ukulele.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. So that was it for this weekend. Then I got to catch all my races and everything. Got home just in time for the first race, or for the one race, and then I watched the other one on. It was recorded, and I watched it the next day. So I had a good weekend and relaxed. I do relax in between, but it's kind of crazy, this thing with the vendor, with doing the events now and putting my paper together and putting this show together, and doing sales and everything that goes with the paper. And all my and I got a little personal life in there too. I got to finish. I got things I got to do, like take Junior to the doctor. We got appointments or whatever and stuff like just life.
Yeah,
and it's like. Woo, you got to be a juggler, I'm going to tell you, man. And it's like I do manage to find times, though, where I just go, done. And as the events get going, I'm glad they get wrapped up.
Yeah.
Love them. But when they're done, I'm like going, okay.
Mission accomplished.
Next, yeah. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's all good, but it feels good. But they've been really wonderful, and the weather's been great, so we're having a good time.
Great.
And I'm enjoying it, yeah. And I'll be able to put up canopies and all that stuff with my eyes closed. I'll take
right.
So I hope everybody got out there and had some fun themselves, because there is, like you said, there is a lot of stuff going on all summer long, all the way through
Pretty
September,
much,
man. Yeah, It's on like Donkey Kong. So before we get going here and let you know about some of it, we're going to thank Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. If you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows out there, on KCIW, all you got to do is go to kciw.org and you can do it. Sweet. All right, let's get on with a music schedule then.
Yeah, July is packed, and we're going to start things off with Cisco playing Saturdays and Sundays at Whales Head from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. On the 17th, Cisco's at the Seaview Senior Center from noon to 1 p.m. And on the 31st of July, he'll be at Chetco Activity Center from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, and then Lon Goddard on the 5th, he'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill 6 to 8. On the 12th, Ambiance by the Sea, 3 to 6. That's on the second Saturday Art Walk. And then on the 15th, he'll be at Fox and Goose Public House in Sacramento. Well, there you go, if you're down there, 7 to 9. And on the 12th, 26th, he'll be at Misty Mountain Brewing, 6 to 8. And on the 30th, he'll finish off the month at Kuntai, 6 to 9.
All right. And then the Mighty Steelheads are playing on the 4th of July at Oceanside Park in Crescent City. Then on the 6th of July, they'll be at the Slam and Salmon Derby. On the 11th and 26th, they're playing at Inateca in Crescent City at 7 p.m. And on the 27th of July, they're playing the Bigfoot Blues Fest.
Yeah, they become a a yearly thing at the Slam and Salmon on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, the Italian guys on the 12th, they'll be in Ateca 7 p.m. And on the 16th, they'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill 6 p.m.
And Patty Ann is playing on the 11th of July at Kuntai from 6 to 8. And on the 25th at Chetco Brewing Co. from 6 to 8.
Yeah, and then Black GTO on the 3rd, they'll be at Inateca 7 to 10. And on the 5th, they'll be at Chetco Brewing Company's 5 to 8.
And Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 17th at Eureka's Summer Concert from 6 to 9. And on the 25th, they'll be at Del Norte Golf Course from 4 to 7.
That's right. And Latitude will be playing on the 19th at Kuntai 6 to 8. And then on the 26th, Pete's Bar and Grill 6 to 8.
And JD Drums has some events coming up on the 12th, playing at World Headquarters 101 from 7 to 10. On the 18th, Inateca from 8 to 10. On the 19th, Agostino's Wine Tasting Room 2 to 5. On the 26th, playing at Groundlings Pizza up in Gold Beach from 5 to 8. And on the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, it's hosting Open Mic at Oxenfree with Keith Roberts from 8 to 11.
That's right. And then, hey, to finish it off here in Crescent City, in Ateca on the 11th, the Mighty Steelheads 7 to 10. On the 12th, the Italian Guys 7 to 9. On the 18th, Robert Tiernan and their friends 8 to 10. On the 19th, it's AMS, that's from 5 to 7. On the 23rd, it's karaoke 7 to 9. On the 25th, it's the Way Outs 8 to 10. And then on the 26th, we got the Mighty Steelheads 7 to 10 p.m. Woo, man. That's some music schedule. Saw that one coming. That was good stuff. And if you're out there and you're a musician or a band and you'd like to get it on the airwaves that you're playing somewhere really cool, then all you got to do is send it to CaptainCurry541@gmail.com and I'll make it happen. And it'll probably go in the Insider of Southern Oregon newspaper, too, if you time it right, about the 3rd week of the month. Yeah, there you go.
That's the deadline. All right. Well, let's turn our attention to events happening at the Chetco Library in Brookings. We'll do the Cliff Notes here because there's always something going on.
Absolutely.
Just an overview of weekly events on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. They've got story time for young children. And at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, they have their Tween Club, where youth ages 10 to 13 can hang out and explore new interests and activities every week. And on Wednesdays, in July only, from 10:45 to a little after 11, we're hosting free summer meals for youth. Brookings Harbor School District's Bob Bus will stop every Wednesday at the Chetco Library for youth ages 1 to 18 to have a completely free midday meal. And at 12:30 p.m. on Wednesdays, kids, teens, and families are welcome to work alongside the Curry County Master Gardeners to learn all about gardening. This group meets every Wednesday from 12:30 to 2 p.m. at the Kalmiopsis Elementary School garden up in Brookings. And Thursday at 3 o'clock, they have Summer Lego League for Lego enthusiasts of all ages. There's weekly themes for an open build. And at 5:30 p.m. on Thursdays, they have Easy Flow Yoga. And this is a free class. They do say it's recommended that participants be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And on Saturdays at 1 o'clock, they have Saturday Shuffle. It's open play of Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other games. And on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays at 1 p.m., they host Teens Teach Tech. You can drop by the library annex with your device or tech questions and get help from a trained cyber senior technology mentor. And this free service is presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. And coming up in special events, just a reminder to everybody that the library is closed on July 4th. It is Independence Day. But on Saturday, July 5th at 2 p.m., they have afternoon indie films. They're partnering with the Wild Rivers Film Festival to host free monthly indie and classic film screenings. This month, they're doing a double feature of 2 documentary shorts, A Long Way to Nowhere and Mountaintop Legacy. And these documentaries are about the forests and fire lookouts of Southern Oregon and Northern California. And the filmmaker will be in attendance that day. A Q&A about the film and a community discussion about forests and wildfire risks will follow. And on Friday, July 11th, at 4 p.m., they have their Summer Poetry Slam. Poetry lovers of all ages are invited to the large meeting room to celebrate the written and spoken word. Poets can recite original poems, or they can share a poem by their favorite poet. Sign-ups begin at the door a half hour before the event, and anyone who performs will be entered to win a door prize. And then on Saturday the 12th, from 3 to 4:45, they have an Art Walk open house. You can join July's featured artists and library staff for light refreshments, music, and an art gallery meet and greet. And then looking out ahead for book clubs, on July 2nd at 4 p.m., they have Voyagers Book Club. This is for tweens and young teens who like adventure stories. And meetings include activities related to the book of the month. In July, the group is discussing Stuart Little by E.B. White. And on Tuesday, the 8th at 5 o'clock, they have Club de Lectura. This is a monthly book club for Spanish speakers, and parents are welcome to bring their kids and enjoy a relaxing, supportive atmosphere. If you want to know July's reading selection in advance, they ask that you send an email to carolina@southcoastequity.org. And if you have any questions about upcoming library events and programs, you can always find them on Facebook and give them a follow. You can check out their events calendar at chetcolibrary.org, or you can give them a call at 541-469-7738. And hey, now it's time for quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce.
Our library can beat up your library.
Hey, we don't play that game.
Oh my gosh, that is wild though, man. I mean, this library is
Highlights.
It is going. Yeah, you
We
highlight
didn't even
it,
talk
but it's
about
like,
summer reading every Saturday.
And you know what? I gotta tell y'all out there listening to this. That is only half of. I only do half the schedule on there. I only do 1-2 weeks at a time at most, and then we got so much. Oh man,
We keep
we
busy.
got a happening library. That's for sure. All right, hey, this week we got a few quotes from author E.B. White. He was born July 11th, 1889. He says, "Writing is an act of faith, not a trick of grammar. Everything in life is somewhere else, and you get there in a car. Luck is not something you can mention in the presence of a self-made man. And last but not least, the mind travels faster than the pen. Consequently, writing becomes a question of learning to make occasional wing shots, bringing down the bird of thought as it flashes by." Ooh, I like that one. Hey, hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from E.B. White with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, hey, have a great one.
How fortuitous is that the kids' book club is discussing Stuart Little by E.B. White? And you just happen to have quotes from E.B. White?
And I just picked it because his birthday's in July.
Love
Isn't that
it.
amazing?
I love it
Yeah,
so much.
you gotta love it.
Hey, what a coincidence. All right. The Chetco Pelican Players at 1240 Chetco Avenue are presenting a Bus Stop. William Inge's play Bus Stop is a drama with tinges of comedy throughout. It's set in a diner during a snowstorm in March 1955 in rural Kansas, 30 miles west of Kansas City, and it involves a group of people waiting at a bus stop who are forced to seek shelter together against the harsh storm. The impromptu overnight layover in a local diner involves drama and romantic entanglements that'll leave you on the edge of your seat. So their performances, their last weekend of performances, they're not performing this weekend, but they are performing July 11th, 12th, and 13th. And it's going to be Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m., a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. Doors open 45 minutes before the start of the show. Tickets are $15 for adults, $7 for students. And you can get your tickets at the door. You can call 541-469-1857 for reservations, or you can also get tickets at chetcopelicanplayers.org.
Yeah, boy, that's good stuff. I got myself together here. Insider of Southern Oregon's Events is presenting the Sky High 4th of July Salmon Weekend at the Port of Brookings Harbor. This is happening on the 4th from 10 to midnight. On the 5th and 6th, it'll be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it's the Sky High 4th of July all the way to midnight. You know, the salmon will be tapering off around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And then on the 5th and 6th, it'll be open from 10 to 5 or 10 to 6 in that area. So 3 days filled with fireworks and fishing. Vendors, live music, food, kids' activities, and more, featuring music from the John Doe Boys, Moonbow, the Pandora Band, Lynx Family Band, the Del Kerr Community Band. And on the 4th, some of the vendors will stay open into the night, followed by the Love Your 4th fireworks at the Port of Brookings Harbor. Yeah, it always fills up down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But I was going to say, guaranteed to be busy.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Oh, the people stay open are busy. That's for sure.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Seaview Senior Living are having an After the 4th of July barbecue, and this is taking place after the 4th of July on the 7th of July at 2 p.m. And there's going to be food and drinks, live music, and the public is invited to attend.
Yeah, that's right. They put down 4th of July barbecue, and I put after the 4th of July on there for because it's like, that seemed more politically correct. Yeah. So I do take that, license, what is that? Artistic license or whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey, Gold Beach Fireworks Show and Go Forth on the Rogue Festival will be happening up there in Gold Beach. Join them for a classic car show starting at 9. There'll be food trucks, music, and vendors throughout the day. Then they have an evening of live music from Sly and Company and the Shark Tones before the fireworks show.
Okay. And Independence Day at Legends Arcade, they're having an event from noon to 8 p.m. So for the 4th of July, again, open noon to 8. At 8 o'clock, they'll close the arcade doors and head to the back of the building to watch the fireworks. After 8 p.m., staff will be behind the building celebrating the 4th of July. And there will be a free community-style potluck happening. And the public is welcome to come hang out. They'll be grilling hot dogs, probably a potato salad and watermelon, and invite people to feel free to bring some food if you want, or just stop by, say hi, and grab a snack on your way to Sport Haven Beach, although they do have one of the best spots in the port for fireworks, they say.
Yeah. Well, that's right there on the port, right? Yeah, that whole strip right there gets filled up. We, like I said, we got vendors on each side during our events. That was the first year we dealt with that was last year. And I was curious how that would go. We had security and everything, but he said it was everybody just brought their chairs in, sat there, watched the whole thing, and then went right out. This time we'll be joining them, staying there. Yeah, hey, at Chetco Activity Center's got a clean sweep rummage sale going on the 4th and the 5th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Both days. Kitchenware, books, furniture, games, craft supplies, and more. There's a bake sale, hot dogs, coney dogs, lemonade, and other refreshments available. All proceeds help support the Meals on Wheels and other services provided to the community via the Chetco Activity Center. Good place.
All right. And then the Brookings Emblem Club is having a rummage sale at the Elks Lodge. That's at 800 Elk Drive over July 4th weekend. And for more information, such as dates and times, call Diana at 530-313-9638.
Yeah, 'tis the season for rummage sales and garage sales and everything.
Weather's
too.
nice
That's
for
right.
it.
That's the time. Yeah. Hey, and then Brookings Police are having a 2025 National Night Out. It's a police community partnership event. This will be happening at Ross Road and Frontage Road on the 5th. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The public is invited to this all-ages event. There'll be canine demonstrations, drone demonstrations, police vehicles, and first responder vehicles. And they'll be featuring free hot dogs, chips, and beverages. So good times with the Brookings Police.
There you go. And Elk Valley Casino is presenting Journey Revisited. This is happening on July 5th at 8 p.m. And tickets are on sale in person or at the Points Club booth. You can get them online in advance as well as on the day of the event. The doors open at 7 p.m. The show starts at 8. You do have to be 21 or older to attend. It is a casino, and seating is first come, first serve. And then we have a little extra thing in the schedule here. Looks like Three Penny Theater Co. is announcing open auditions for their fall drama, Ugly Lies the Bone. And what is Ugly Lies the Bone about? Newly discharged soldier Jess has finally returned to her Florida hometown. She brings with her not only vivid memories of Afghanistan, but painful burns that have left her physically and emotionally scarred. Jess soon realizes that things at home have changed even more than she has. Through the use of virtual reality video game therapy, she builds a breathtaking new world where she can escape her pain. As Jess advances farther in the game, she begins to restore her relationships, her life, and slowly herself. And so this is going to be, the show is going to be running in October. The audition dates are July 8th and 9th at about 6 o'clock at the Chetco Library in Brookings. And they are seeking 5 to 6 actors, all between the ages of 20s to 50s. And what to prepare, actors will be asked to do readings from the scripts. And prior to auditions, audition sides are available for review upon request. You can request audition sides by sending a message to contact@threepennytheater.com or by calling 541-373-0534. And they say, in fact, you're encouraged to do so. They love people who are prepared. These auditions are open to actors of all skills and experience levels, and these are community theater roles. So again, more information by calling 541-373-0534 or visiting threepennytheater.com.
Another fine production from Three Penny Theater coming at you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Hey, every child is having a charity golf tournament at Salmon Run Golf Course on the 12th. To register in times, that's 541-351-8066.
And then Relay for Life of Crescent City is presenting their annual Relay for Life event at the Del Norte County Fairgrounds on the 12th at 6 p.m., running through the 13th of July at 12 p.m. They want people to note that there is a location change this year. This year, the event is moving to the Del Norte County Fairgrounds. They hope having the option to be inside and out of the weather will encourage more folks to participate. And they say, bring a friend. They kick off the event Saturday evening with an opening ceremony and a free dinner for cancer survivors. They ask that you register for that in advance. advance. You can search for the event online. And they will wrap up on Sunday at noon with closing ceremony honoring all of those that participated and supported their cause.
Sweet.
Yeah, and now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right. Yeah, Cat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's Bit of Real History for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that a tailor became a king? It's true. And here's the story. He was only a Dutch tailor's apprentice, but from 1534 to 1535, Jan van Leyden led a radical sect of persecuted Anabaptists to repeated triumphs over the combined powers of church and state. Revered by his followers as the new David, the charismatic young leader pronounced the northern German city of Munster and New Zion and crowned himself king. He expropriated all private property, took 16 wives, supposedly emulating the biblical patriarchs, and in a deadly reign of terror executed all who opposed him. Well, as the long siege of Munster resulted in starvation, thousands fled Jan's deadly kingdom, while others waited behind the double walls and moats for the apocalyptic final attack by the Prince Bishop's hired armies, supported by all the rulers of Europe. Well, the Catholic Bishop of Munster, backed by European rulers, laid siege to the city for over a year. Well, the siege brought starvation and despair, causing some disillusioned Anabaptists to flee or betray in this city. In June 1535, with help from a defector who revealed weaknesses in the defenses, the bishop's forces finally assaulted and took Munster, slaughtering the Anabaptists. King Jan was captured, tortured, and executed. His and other Anabaptist leaders' bodies were displayed in cages hung from the church spire as a warning. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's bit of real, maybe a little gory history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, keep it real.
All right.
They did some crazy stuff back then. That's all I got to say. But, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's different times, I tell you what.
Yeah,
Oh, golly.
man, I saw that one. I was like, ooh, yeah, Short King for a little bit.
All right. Well, there are some events happening at the Curry Public Library up in Gold Beach. Coming up, they are having Adventures in STEM, Take Apart Tech, backed by popular demand, a Miss Janie original. Folks are invited to see what's on the inside of everyday technology items in this hands-on drop-in program for all ages. And more about that series. This program is part of the Summer 2025 Adventures in STEM and Adventures in Art series. Youth of all ages are invited to explore science, technology, engineering, math, art, and more. There are drop-in programs Mondays from 10 a.m. to noon, June 23rd through July 28th. And also there's a bonus event. Biscuit and Friends, along with their human handlers, will be present at all Monday STEM and art events to offer children a chance to practice reading with a highly trained dog.
Yeah. Hey, the Brookings Recorder Ensemble, hey, they're at it. They're looking for people to join them in the exploration and enjoyment of playing music for the recorder. They meet at the Chetco Activity Center on Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30 p.m. You can bring your recorder and a music stand, and music will be provided. So get them recorders out.
All right. Yeah. Then we've got a PSA here from Southwestern Oregon Community College. They want folks to know SOCC offers a variety of classes for credit and for personal interest on a wide range of topics. Past popular classes have included low-impact aerobics, Tai Chi, yoga. Folks have explored new skills in the color drawing or American Sign Language classes. Folks have also learned glass fusing techniques and created colorful dishes in their new Fused Glass Basics class and more. Southwestern Oregon Community College leads and inspires lifelong learning through its campuses on the southern Oregon coast in Coos and Curry counties. And for more information, maybe learn more about what classes are coming up this summer and fall, you can call the Curry campus at 541-813-1667, or you can always visit socc.edu.
Yes. Do you like chess? Well, then Gold Beach Chess Club is where you want to be. This is at the First Chapter Coffee House on 29325 Ellensburg Avenue in Gold Beach. Saturdays this happens, 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The Gold Beach Chess Club is a free, non-dues community chess club which is open to anyone who wishes to participate. They have adult and scholastic chess players in attendance. They do casual games, practice chess tournaments for adults and scholastic players. They also hold chess lessons and even run a blindfold chess challenge at their weekly meetings. Bring your own set and board if you have them. Limited extras available on hand. Casual chess, game reviews, practice chess tournaments, and blindfold chess challenges. For more information, you can contact Sean at Stobin2015 KCIW@gmail.com.
All right. And then we've got time for another PSA from KCIW talking about their Soapbox series. So KCIW gives folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called the KCIW Soapbox. Basically, KCIW offers 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their mind. The studio's open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. for people to drop in and record.
Yeah, well, that's it. We got the flying fickle finger of fate from the producers. It's time to close out this week's show. And before we go, hey, we got to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all the great work each week, helping us bring our show to the airwaves. Thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report, and please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and catch all the fine shows they have to offer, including the show podcasts that have their Insider Report on there. And all you got to do is go to kciw.org, and then you can check out the live stream, and it's available as well. Hey, most of the info for this show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon, and you can read more by going to insiderofsouthernoregon.com, where you will also find a link to the Insider Report. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We're signing off, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey, we'll see you out there. Bam. Yeah. Another one down.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.